Okay, so it's the afternoon. I've only just started filming. Don't actually know what the time is, but sometime in the afternoon. And I've only just started filming. Today, I'm not going outside. It's freezing. It's freezing in the house. My window. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cat. Ooh, she's crazy. Yeah, basically it's freezing outside, and I went outside yesterday, so I'm gonna stay in. And it's freezing inside because my window, all the cardboard that's boarded up, basically the window's broken and it doesn't close properly, so I've had to chuck loads of cardboard on it to try and keep the cold out. But yeah, it's very cold. Also, I haven't actually charged the battery in this, so yeah, I'm not going to go out. I'm going to charge it a bit, and then I'm going to attempt to build a snowman with the cat. That's probably it. I'm just going to stay in and finish playing my game because it's taking me so long, because I keep getting distracted doing bits and pieces with orders and posting and eBay and Facebook and everything, just trying to get things sorted. Yeah, I've been busy. It's weird because I don't really feel like I've shown much on camera, but I have been like constantly doing stuff. Yeah. If I fits, I sits. Hey cat. Look at my car. Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know what the whole lockdown situation in the UK is or has been, let me just explain. When this whole thing started, we were meant to be in lockdown for 3 weeks, but it went on for months, and there were no like mandatory masks or anything like that. There was just queues outside the shopping, outside the supermarkets. But then once you got in there, like, it didn't really matter. People were just all over the place. Then we came out of that, and then we ended up in another lockdown for a month in November. And when we came out of that, we went into like a tier system, which the rules and regulations for it just changed every day, and it was really confusing, and it just didn't make any sense, and no one knew what was going on. And then we went into a lockdown-like state. It wasn't technically a lockdown, but it was over Christmas into the new year. But when they ruled this out, they gave everyone like, I don't know, like 12 hours notice. So they just said, okay, tonight at midnight we're going to be in another lockdown kind of thing. So of course everyone panicked and just moved around all over the country to try and get to where they wanted to be over Christmas, which was just stupid. Then we came out of that for like 2 days before going into the lockdown which we're in now. And the whole time that this has been happening, all the rules and restrictions have just been kind of contradicting each other, and they've just not made much sense. And it's just, we're at this point now, I think, where it's like a tipping point, where at first the lockdown was wise and obviously worth doing, and now we're at a point where it's gone on for so long, like this has been almost a year now that this has been going on, and there's no end date in sight. This lockdown that we're in now, no one knows when it's going to end. There's nothing, like, it's just when people have been vaccinated, but that's quite vague, and we don't know if it's going to work. And the UK is doing it in a weird way. They're like giving the first one out, the first jab, and then leaving it a long time before they do the next one. And it's just a bit, it's all just a bit weird. So I think that we're at this point now, this tipping point, where the lockdown and the rules that are in place are kind of causing more damage than good. I think most people have just had enough. I personally think that the government's kind of had their chance to sort this out, and when they first came out with the lockdown, they weren't strict enough, they didn't enforce it enough, and the rules didn't make sense, and then they kind of messed it up from everything after there. It was just a mess, and at this point no one cares. People just want their lives back, to be honest. I think we're at a point where you can stay in and, you know, save lives, but at the same time staying in is also ruining a lot of other aspects long term as well. So it's ruining the economy, it's ruining the jobs, it's ruining businesses, it's ruining people's mental health, it's ruining a lot of other things as well. So I think everyone's just fed up, to be honest. So that's basically where we're at. We're just going to be in a constant state of some form of lockdown for God knows how long, and it's just going to make everyone really miserable and everyone really suspicious of the government, even more so. And yeah, it's not looking good. Also, I don't want to get all controversial with stuff, but that's where we're at, and that's kind of the vibe that's going on. Like, outside is still really busy. When you go to the park, there's so many people. People just, you know, we have to stay at home and work from home if you can still work. But once you know, people are not going to stay inside the whole time. People are not going to stay inside every single day for years on end. It's not going to happen. People are going outside, and no one's really caring about socially distancing, because there's so many people now outside that you can't really socially distance, and it's just impractical. I think people staying inside, working from home, is pretty impractical for the most part, in terms of, you know, yeah, it's a bit of a disruption to your life. So going outside and then also keeping away from people whilst outside is just, it's too much now. People, I think people are happy to risk getting it in order to just have a life. And I feel, again, this is just my opinion, each to their own. You know, if you want to go out and meet your friends, if you want to go out and just be surrounded by people and you're happy to take that chance, then do it. Because the lockdown, you know, you have to stay away from people. That's essentially the point of the lockdown. But you're allowed to go to the supermarket and then come into contact with all the people in the supermarket. That's fine. You're just not allowed to go to the park and come into contact with all the people in the park. You know, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. We've got quite the setup going on here. I'm not in pyjamas. It's definitely one of the benefits of doing this vlog thing. It's kind of making me get dressed a lot more. I think a lot of people have just spent the past year in their pyjamas. So this is helping me get dressed. This is causing washing, this is. So for quite a while now, I thought my room really smells a bit like the cat has gone to the toilet in here, which is weird because she has never done that. But I couldn't find where the smell was coming from. I looked everywhere, and I washed everything. I cleaned the room, I cleaned every inch, and I sniffed every inch, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I have just found hidden, very hidden, a dead mouse that has been there for God knows how long. Oh, I hate dealing with it. It's so horrible. It's the idea of just having to pick up a dead body, and poor little mouse. It's all tiny and cute looking. I don't like the cat. So, you know, I said that me and the cat have a love-hate relationship. That's exactly what I mean. I don't particularly like her because she brings in dead animals, cute little dead animals that I have to then clean up. I don't appreciate that. I know a lot of people think they do it as a present and it's like a sign that they do like you. I'm pretty sure this is the opposite. I'm pretty sure she does it on purpose because she knows that I don't like it. So she does it on purpose to annoy me. She also loves to run around the house like a crazy cat, and in the process unplug the internet. It's really inconvenient. I'm gonna go out and build a snowman and find the cat and get her to build a snowman with me. I'm just putting my wellies on, which if anyone, probably not, but if any of you have been watching all my other adventures, then you've heard me talk about the wellies, but never actually wear the wellies. I also got gloves. Proof they exist. I look funny. Built a snow blob. Oi, don't be a party pooper.